Welcome back to News First. The Mariana Crow or aga in Chamorro can only be found on our neighboring island of Rota after brown tree snakes wiped it off the face of Guam. CNMI correspondent Tomas Manglona speaks to a biologist studying the species.
The Mariana Crow was thriving a few decades ago. Its population, once in the thousands, now only estimated at under 200. Biologist Lindsay Nittman is part of the team who studies the species.
So the aga is a very special bird. Historically, it's been found only on the islands of Rota and Guam. And since the 1990s, after the brown tree snake population exploded, it went extinct on Guam, so now it's found only on Rota.
The bird, called aga by the native Chamorro, experienced a 90% decline in its population in the past 30 years. Scientists from the Rota Avian Behavioral Ecology Program are concerned about its survival, as its main predator is a growing feral cat population.
Our most recent survey suggests that the population has definitely stabilized and may even be increasing, which is really encouraging.
The University of Washington took over the Crow Project in 2005, but research dates back to 1980. Biologists are most busy in the fall and winter, when the crow breeds.
What we're doing then is we're finding their nests and we're monitoring their nests to see how productive they are, how many chicks they produce, and how many nests fail.
She says a third of nests succeed in producing fledglings. They are also doing radio telemetry studies.
We go out in the jungle with some big antennas and we track the crow's movements, and most importantly, with that, we're figuring out what's killing the crows.
The tag then gives a special signal when the crow dies. Separate institutions raise crows in captivity and address the feral cat population. The importance of the species spans generations.
Crow is present only on Rota, and I think it has potentially cultural significance for people from Rota. It's very unique, and in terms of ecotourism, bird watchers, I've known a bunch of bird watchers who have come from all over the world just to see this very special bird.
Reporting for PNC News, I'm Tomas Manglona.
Well, the Guam National Guard hosted a special memorial ceremony today in honor of fallen soldiers. The Fallen Heroes Memorial Ceremony was held in the Guam Guard's Readiness Center in Barrigada at the Fallen Heroes Memorial Monument, which is in front of the Joint Forces headquarters. All full-time Guam Army and Air National Guard members were in attendance, along with all civilian employees of the Guam Guard. Families of the 6 Guam Guard's fallen heroes were also in attendance. It was a solemn ceremony meant to honor the Guam Guard's brothers in arms. Well, the Lieutenant Governor's office has begun reviewing unauthorized commercial use of the Guam Seal since, by law, a permit is required. In a release, Ray Tenorio says, quote, "As the custodian of the Great Seal of Guam, it is my responsibility to ensure that it is used in a dignified manner that will best represent our island and heritage. It is possible that people are not aware that the use of the Great Seal requires authorization," end quote. Under Guam law, the release says anyone using any representation of the Guam Seal without first obtaining a permit from the Lieutenant Governor can be found guilty of a misdemeanor. Tenorio states, quote, "This is in no way a move to hinder businesses. I encourage anyone using the Great Seal of Guam to contact my office to apply for a permit," end quote. There is no fee to obtain a permit, but to apply for the permit for commercial use of the Guam Seal requires a written request addressed to the office of the Lieutenant Governor that states the purpose of the seal's use and how long it will be used, a business license, a rendering of the product that will have the seal on it, and procedures on how that representation is in accordance with conditions. You can get more information by calling the Lieutenant Governor's office at 475-9380. Also in News First, the Guam Election Commission is looking for volunteers to help with voter registration. A press release distributed today says GEC will be conducting trainings every second Thursday of the month for volunteer voter registrars from 1:30 p.m. to 4 p.m. in the GEC conference room at the GCIC building in Hagåtña. Interested individuals must meet these requirements: be a registered voter of Guam, not be a candidate for office or holding an elective office, not be an immediate relative of an elected official or candidate, and pass an election laws exam. Applications and a full list of requirements for the volunteer voter registrar can be found on the Election Commission's website at gec.guam.gov. Well, now that summer break has started, the Guam Museum has extended its Chamorro Zoo exhibition period. A release says the exhibition, which opened in March for Chamorro Month, has been extended until Sunday, June 4th. According to the museum's Education and Programs Manager, Nicole Duenas, the extended dates intend to give students a chance to visit during their summer break.
We really just wanted to give people the opportunity to come and visit, especially with the start of the summer. Just kind of extended. People have really responded and connected with this exhibit in particular, it being Chamorro identity.
Dueña says about 7,000 people have visited the Chamorro Zoo Perspectives on Chamorro Identity exhibit since it opened in March for Chamorro Month, before the next exhibit on World War II and Liberation Day begins on June 10th. Dueñas is inviting everyone to take a tour through Guam's history from now until June 4th.
The exhibit spans the different eras of Chamorro history, starting off with the ancient period and then going into the periods of colonization by Spain, Japan, the United States. It has artifacts from the site at Napton Beach, which is, I believe, Weston, Outrigger, and yeah, in that area there, the Napton Beach site, which has a lot of pre-Lati artifacts, and then also artifacts from Latex and Retidian, which is that has the ancient Chamorro fishing village there.
The Guam Museum is open Tuesday through Sunday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. and also offers docent-led tours. You can contact them at 989-4455. Find them on Facebook or visit their website at guammuseum.org. All right, let's check now with Chelsea Cruz. She has the very latest in island weather.
Hoppa and welcome to your PNC weather forecast brought to you by First Hawaiian Bank and Guam Windward Memorial. I'm Chelsea Cruz. Now, as we wrap up this last week before beginning our 3-day weekend, you may not notice a significant change in the weather since there really isn't one. Tonight's forecast is partly cloudy with a chance of isolated showers. There was a little bit of drizzle earlier today, which is definitely an indicator of increased moisture in the air, but we won't be seeing these gray skies just yet. East winds are 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tomorrow, skies are still expected to be mostly sunny, but that's just during the daytime when your high temperature is 89 degrees. Sometime during tomorrow evening, we'll start to see those mostly cloudy skies really make themselves evident. Showers are going to remain isolated, but there is still a chance you might get some rain. East winds will increase tomorrow to 15 to 20 miles per hour across the islands. Now come Sunday, winds are going to return to 10 to 15 miles per hour. Most of the day is going to be mostly cloudy with your high temperature dipping to 88 degrees. Now, seas will build into Sunday before subsiding Monday and into Tuesday. Surf will increase to 4 to 6 feet on east-facing reefs by Sunday. And that's all the weather for the weekend. I'll be back on Memorial Day Monday for more weather, but here's a tip. Memorial Day is expected to be mostly cloudy as well, so be prepared for anything. Have a good night, everybody. I'll see you next time.
PNC Weather Report is brought to you by First Hawaiian Bank. It all starts with yes. And Guam Windward Memorial.